Hello, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Stone, and this is your writing lesson for today. We talked about doing paragraphs. We did an ice cream paragraph together yesterday, and that was a very simple paragraph. And I told you that I expect a fourth grade paragraph to be longer than that. That was just to kind of get the concept of what we're doing. All right, so today you should have pages 4A and 5A out of your binder, and you should have already cut pages 5 and pages 4. You should have had those already cut out. If you don't have those, I've downloaded the packet to RenWeb Documents, and you can go and print and recut. Okay, remember, don't glue until I've told you to glue. So you're going to need your glue stick, and you're going to need pages 4A and 5A plus your sentence strips out of your binder. All right, so let's talk a little bit about this paragraph. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 spaces on this, and these all represent sentences except for one. The title of a paragraph is usually not a sentence. It is just the subject of the sentence, and usually it will be underlined because it's kind of like a book or something like that. But anyway, so let's go through our strips, okay? And let's decide which one should be our title and just get it out of the way. All right, so if I look through I find something called My Cat Fluffy. All right, so that is going to be the title of my paragraph. Now, I know, wait a minute, we're not gluing yet. I know that everything in this following paragraph is going to be about my cat Fluffy. All right, so let's take a look at the sentences that we have. I'm going to move this for just a minute so we can read the sentences, okay? So, My Cat Fluffy is the title. And so, everyone loves my cat. When offered a small treat, Fluffy will high five with his front paws. He is also very friendly. Fluffy is eager to be petted and purrs loudly. We have, once you meet Fluffy, I bet you'll think he's a great cat too. Finally, he's quite smart. Then we have, his coat is all orange and very soft, and Fluffy has a wonderful coat. All right, oh my gracious, we have a lot of sentences. So I know that this one is going to be my title, so I'm automatically going to just put this over to the side. Now, like in our other paragraph, we need to find sentences that talk about the overall thing, which is going to be my cat Fluffy. You have a topic sentence, main idea sentence, and you have a concluding sentence. All the other sentences are going to be details. So let's go through and see if we can find the sentences that are kind of like overall picture of what my story is going to be about. Okay, everyone loves my cat. Okay, that's not really giving any details, very specific details. We're going to leave that out. Okay, when offered a small treat, Fluffy will high five with his front paw. That's a very specific detail. So, I'm going to move this over to the side. He is also very friendly. Well, he is talking about the cat Fluffy, and so that means that really can't be my starting sentence because that's a detail about the cat Fluffy. So I'm going to move that over to the side. Fluffy is eager to be petted and purrs loudly. Well, that's a detail about my cat Fluffy. So I'm going to move that over to the side. Okay. Once you meet Fluffy, I bet you'll think he's a great cat too. All right. Now, let's talk about these two sentences. Do these two sentences give any specific details about my cat Fluffy? No, they don't talk about his coat, they don't talk about his energy, they don't talk about his fur, they don't talk about how smart he is, nothing like that. They're very two overall general sentences. Let's go ahead and check the other ones. Finally, he's quite smart. Smart is a detail about the cat. All right, and we know that we can't start a paragraph off with the word finally, so that's not going to work. We're going to move that over here. His coat is all orange and very soft. Well, that's talking about his fur, so that's a detail. So that's going to go over here. Fluffy has wonderful fur. Well, that's a detail. So we're going to put that over here. So I think that we have found our two sentences that kind of speak about the overall cat Fluffy. So now we have to decide which one is going to come first. Everyone loves my cat. Once you meet Fluffy, I bet you'll think he's a great cat too. Okay, one of those to me definitely sounds like it should be at the very end of the paragraph, because once you meet Fluffy, I bet you'll think he's a great cat too. Well, it sounds like to me that one is talking after all of the details are given. And so once you meet him, you're going to love him. So, everyone loves my cat. Once you meet Fluffy, I bet you'll think he's a great cat too. All right, now I'm going to let you glue for just a minute. So I want you to go back to 4A. Okay, and it says, and I want you to take the three sentences. The two that we decided were either our topic or conclusion and the title. So I want you to take those three and I want you to glue them down. You're going to glue the title, okay, here, which is My Cat Fluffy. All right. We decided that we have two sentences. One was a better one than the other one to begin with. And I think this one, everyone loves my cat. And then I'm going to go through explaining with details why everybody loves the cat. Okay, so now I have this one, okay? And I'm going to say that that's my clincher or my conclusion sentence. So that one is going to go down here. Now, I have got to look on my paper, and I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have 6 sentences left. Now, finally, he's quite smart. If I take the word finally, do you think that that's going to be my first sentence after everyone loves my cat? Everyone loves my cat. Finally, he's quite smart. Well, that doesn't make any sense because the word finally sounds like you're getting towards the end of your paragraph. So we're going to move this down here for just a minute. Now, I don't know if it's going to go here or if it's going to go here, but we're going to move it down towards the end. All right? He is also very friendly. Well, I look at that and I say, okay, does that make sense after the very first sentence? Everyone loves my cat. He is also very friendly. Well, the term also kind of implies that you've already said something first, and this is kind of like, oh, well, besides that one, he's very friendly. So I'm going to put this one just in this little pile down here. All right? Now, I've got, 4 sentences left to choose from. Okay, Fluffy is eager to be petted and purrs loudly. Okay? So I've got to decide, is this going to be a first detail? Okay? Or is this going to be more information about one of the details? I'm going to say, if I go here and I say Fluffy has wonderful fur. Okay, Fluffy has wonderful fur would be my first detail. Okay? So, if I just leave these out for a minute, everyone loves my cat. Fluffy has wonderful fur. He is also very friendly. And finally, he's quite smart. All right? Doesn't that make sense? Finally goes towards the end. And if you look at all of these 3 that are left, they talk about one of these. So if I look and I say his coat is all orange and very soft, well, which one of these details is it giving me more information? So more on the first detail is going to be his coat is all orange and very soft. Isn't this one telling me about this one and giving me more detail? And so I have Fluffy has wonderful fur. His coat is all orange and very soft. Doesn't that make sense? This detail, this is the main detail, and this is giving me more information about the first detail. All right, so let's look and see if this is going to make sense. All right, so Fluffy has wonderful fur. His coat is all orange and very soft. All right, next detail. He is also very friendly. Well, do any of these two sentences left over talk about how friendly he is? All right, it says Fluffy is eager to be petted and purrs loudly. When offered a small treat, Fluffy will high five with his front paw. So I have two details left. He is also very friendly. Finally, he is quite smart. Well, which one of these kind of goes with him being smart, and which one of these goes with him being kind of friendly? Well, I say, okay, he is also very friendly. Fluffy is eager to be petted and purrs loudly. Finally, he's quite smart. When offered a small treat, Fluffy will high five with his front paws. So, here is my title. Here is my introductory sentence or my topic sentence. Some people call it a main idea sentence. We're going to call it a topic sentence right now. So then over here, I have three main details. He's got wonderful fur, he's very friendly, and he's very smart. He's quite smart. So now I have these three down, and I have to come up with more information because I told you before that a fourth grade paragraph has more than 5 sentences. We're talking about anywhere from 7 to 10. So I have a detail here. I'm going to give me more information. I have a detail here. I'm going to give me more information. I have a detail here. I'm going to give me more information. So if I were to write this in paragraph form, all right, then we don't count the title as being a sentence because that doesn't have a verb, it doesn't have punctuation, nothing. That's the title. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sentences. So this would meet the requirements of a 4th grade paper. 3 details, 3 ideas supporting these 3 details. All right? All right, so now that we've gone through this, I want you to take your glue stick and I want you to go ahead and glue everything down. All right? So that's what you're going to turn in. You're going to put your name, your number, and your letter at the top, and you're going to put it in your doc folder just like the assignment sheet says. Now, you have page 5, okay, that you cut out, and you have 5A that you're going to put them in order just like we did 4, okay, and 4A. You're going to do the exact same thing on 5 and 5A. Now, if you look at this, my whole paragraph is going to be about ice skating. All right, make sure you're looking at the details, and you got to first you put down your title. Then you look for the 2 sentences that are kind of talking about overall, and you've got to decide which one's going to be your first sentence, your topic sentence, and then your conclusion, and then you find the 3 main details, and then there should be 3 other sentences that talk about those 3 main details. If you're still confused, you can always go back to the very beginning of this video and watch how we put this one together. So when you're done, you should have page 4 that we've done, 4A, that we did together, and then 5A is going to be done on your own. Don't forget to put your name, your number, and your letter, okay? And we talked to, I think, I can't remember who talked about it. I think Mrs. Peacock talked about it, about how we like to put like subjects together. So you're going to take both of these writing pages, you're going to put them in order. So 4A is going to come before 5A, and you're going to staple them and turn them into your doc folder. All right. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you at school.